Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning guys. I hope you still safe and also still health and have a good spirit to undergoing this online study. Okay guys, we are from group 4, want to present about Aloha Textile Company and also the database usage. And Aloha Textile Company is engaged in textile and also the fashion. Okay guys, before we going to the presentation, it will be good if we introduce our member group. The first one is Amalda Aulia, second Berliana Hasana, and the third one is Suci Fitria Miranti. And guys, I hope you really enjoy it with our presentation. And let's go to the list. Do you like fashion? Of course, all people like fashion because fashion is very near with all aspect in our life, and also we use fashion time to time, guys. And do you know the main material of creating fashion? Many people know the main material of creating fashion is fabric, but do you know that different type of fabric and also different variants of fabric can make your vibes different? And next is fabric use. Guys, with the different type of fabric and also different variants of fabric, you can get a different look. Now you can see in this photo, the fabric it could be used to the blouse, to the skirt, and also to the shoes materials. And if you use different type materials, you can get the different look too. For this example is she used the blazer that make she get the office look. And also the next picture show that if you use the denim jacket and also the boots, you can get the rock look. And next is if you use the knit materials and also the loose pants, you can get the casual looks. And the last one, if you use the skirt and also the pants, you can get the office look. That's proof if you use different type of fabric and also different variants of fabric, we get the different looks too.
Aloha Textile Company. Aloha Textile Company is a company that's run in the field of textile, especially in the sale of fabric. We are targeting the national market by marketing through the offline and online system. For the offline market, we have a shop called Aloha Textile Company. We provide online marketing facilities such as website www.alohatextile.co.id. Types of fabric. First, cotton. Cotton is a type of fabric that has a soft and smooth fabric texture. Durability is strong and durable. Could occur when worn. Is hypoallergenic, which means that doesn't cause allergies in many people. Some types of cotton there are shiny. There are some fine fiber, like Supernova cotton, Hima cotton, Madina cotton, Linen Arab cotton, Toyobat cotton, Japan cotton. Linen. Linen is a type of fabric made from natural fiber that is the most powerful compared to other types of natural fiber. Linen is more smooth, which is slightly full and natural. Linen cloth can be damaged by mold, sweat, and also fabric bleach, so linen does need special treatment. Linen material will feel cold if used in hot temperature, and this linen will be more expensive if purchased in cold temperature, like muslin, soft linen, plain woven, cotton linen, camouflage, cabbage, outlines. Next, there are denim. Denim is one type of fabric whose manufacturing process is woven using blue cotton fiber. The blue cotton fiber is question is for the type of thread. As for the type of length using width fiber, this what causes the majority of jeans in the inside look white. Next, canvas. Canvas fabric is a type of fabric that have this fiber and is very strong in nature. Initially, more canvas was used for painting, but along with the time, this material is increasingly developing its use as a basic material for bags, shoes, jackets, even various kinds of accessories. Organza. Organza is a material that originates in France and has a textile like animals. This material is considered luxurious and is often used in formal occasions, such as wedding reception. For example, get to know this popular material filter through the following explanation, like the luxury, medium, or standard, corsair, and their later. Next, they are silk. The use of silk in traditional weaving makes satin very expensive, like patches, flacons, slipper, illustrated, damask, clothes, satin, Roberto Cavalli, and velvet. Velvet luxury that is the impression that immediately follows when you see a product made from velvet. First made in Egyptian 2000 BC, velvet material has long been a symbol of luxury and wealth because it is used silk there and the manufacturing process is complicated. For example, like silk velvet, cotton velvet, nylon velvet, microfiber velvet, thread velvet, and then chiffon. Chiffon fabric texture is quite smooth, but the fabric can also have a cross edge. Chiffon can be colored in any color, but chiffon made from polyester fiber is the most difficult to do because chiffon is very thin. Clothes made from chiffon fabric will cold when worn because it is less able to withstand the air around the body, like chiffon, ceruti, diamond, cotton chiffon. And last, they are knitted fabric. Knitted fabric is a fabric that is made by closing jewels of yarn that are perpendicular to one another. Knitting using only a single yarn. There are rows of thread in the form of rows. Knitting can be done in two ways, manually by hand and by using a machine. Some examples of knitted fabric knitted by machine are jersey, mesh, Berber, felt towel. For example, like single knit, double knit, Lacoste, striper. They are polyester. Fiber of polyester fabric is a self-use chemical compound from organic material combined with polyethylene terephthalate derived from petroleum or petroleum, which is then mixed with cotton or like the PCDT and PET.
And next is database usage. For this Aloha textile company, we use database usage to make us easier to operate our company. And for this database, we use 5 tables, 1 query, forms, and also 3 reports. 5 tables consist of consumer tables, staff tables, stocks, stock variance, and also sales tables. And for the query, we use the sales cross tab. It showed show the amount of variance that sells in each transaction. And next is 5 forms, consists of customer forms, staff forms, stock variance, and also sales form. And the last one is reports, consists of net sales, stock variance, and sales. The first one is tables, and the first table is customer tables. We make it to know all the customer or to know all the data of our customer. So in these tables we have 8 fields, consists of number, customer ID, customer name, BOD, gender, address, and phone number, and the last one is email. Because we have already connect the tables with the sales tables, so we know what is the variance that customer buys. Next is staff table. It consists of number, staff ID, staff name, gender, position, phone number, and address. It shows the information full of the data of our staff. And next table is stock table. It consists of number, stock ID, fabric types, variant amount, and also the total price of variance. Next is stock variant tables. It's different with stock tables because in stock tables we just have the 11 types, but in stock variants we develop that 11 types become several variants too. And this table consists of stock ID, fabric types, variance name, cost of goods sold per roll, selling price per roll, and we have a stock variance and amount of COGS variance. And the last table is sales table. The field consists of sales ID, customer ID, fabric types, variance name, amount, cost of goods sold per roll, selling price per roll, and after that we know the total price, the total cost of goods sold, and also the profit that we get per each transaction. And the next one is a relationship. We connect the customer ID in customer table to the customer ID in sales, and also we connect the variance name in stock variance table. We connect to variance name in sales table. And after that, because we have developed the 11 stock become several variants, so we add one tables is stock. We connect the fabric type to the fabric type in the stock variance table.
So the next is query data. Query data contains the data described of the number of variants sold. So in this data, there will be more specific than before of the variants sold. So the next slide is form data. In the form data, there are several forms, and the first one is form of customer. We know form uses form to represent to the user or receive input from user data in a table or query in the form of a grid interface, buttons, etc. Windows control. So the form is in this form is collect the data about the customer. The next slide is several of form is form of staff. The form is collect the data about the staff. Then the next one is form of stock. So this the form is collect the data about the stock. And the next is form of stock variance. The form is collect the data about the stock variance. From the tables before, we know there are stock variants. So the form they're all stock. The last one is form of sales. So this the feature of the form is collect the data about the sales. So the last one is report. Report is the feature of the report is same as the forms, but in the report there are three report. The first one is report of net sales. So this is the report of net sales. This is like the amount of the variance of the variance sold. They are able in here. And the second one is report of sales. In the report of sales, they are more specific about the variances. Each variances are able in here with the sold of the product. So same as before in the form and tables, the stock variant contains the data that are able in here are price of cost of goods sold per roll, like a selling price, and how many the stock variance is. Okay, that's all about our presentation, and sorry for our mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.